Hey guys, Austin here from the Nashville Middle-earth Strategy Battle Gaming Group, and we just finished Game 3 of our Battle Companies League, and I played my Mirkwood Elves, which is my main company, against Jake Brose's Condish Warriors, and it was a slugfest. We played Defend the Gate, which basically I was the good player. I was defending the gate, and I had 3 archers there defending the gate, taking shots on Jake's Con, and then I had my leader and my sergeants with spears and with glaives go in and attack his leaders, and by the end of the game with the slugfest, we both had taken ourselves down to 50%, and I rolled a 2 to win the game with one of my guys left within 6 inches of the gate. So it was a very close game. Now we're getting ready to go into Game 4, and I will show an update of where everyone is at on the map currently, which you'll see here. Alright, so going into Game 4, we are going to be playing a show of strength. We're going to be fighting in a really cool Osgiliath map here with ruins and a town, and I'll be playing David Sentell from our group. He is playing Mordor, and he recently got Karna on the map and was able to buy 3 wargs, so his army is pretty scary now, and it'll be really interesting to see how this battle goes. So we'll be right back as we go into turn 1. Alright guys, we are back, and we're getting ready to start our Game 4 of our Battle Companies League, and we're playing a show of strength. So for this scenario, our leaders are trying to kill as many models as possible, and then once one of us gets down to 25%, the game is going to end. So I'll be right back, and we'll show off the armies that we're fighting. Alright guys, we are back, and this is the board that we're playing on. It's like an Osgiliath Ruins board. As you can see here, it's like a battlefield. And going over to David's army, we've got his a shaman here that he has upgraded that took the path of the sorcerer. He's got 3 wargs right here, so these guys are actually wargs. He doesn't have an army of the dead guy, and he doesn't have a troll, and then he's got a 4th warg back here, and then he's got his leader and his leader here and his other sergeant, and then a sorcerer right there. So going over to my army, every model has a melee weapon equal to so I've got Celeborn, who's my leader here. Then I've got a regular glaive guy. I've got an archer. I've got another archer. I've got a palace guard that became a hero last game, and he got +1 to his strength. I've got a regular palace guard that upgraded. I've got a Marie, which is one of my sergeants, and then I've got a cavalry here, and I'm using Thranduil as my cavalry. So we'll be right back as we start the game. Alright guys, so we just deployed for our turn. I've got 4 archers up here overlooking the battlefield to try and get shots in. Then I've got my cavalry model here with my leader right next to him, and then my 3 guys here. Then David has got his warg riders there, and then he's got his shaman and his sergeant and his leader there, and then he's got his other 2 warg riders there. So we're getting ready to roll for priority. Alright, so David goes first with priority. We'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, we're back after turn 1. My 4 archers here did not move, so they can get ready for shooting. And then my guys that were right here, they moved up 6 inches to right here. Then David's wargs moved up 10 inches from back there to right there. And then his leader and his sergeants moved up 6 inches to right there. And his warg riders moved up 10 inches is right here. So we're getting ready to go into the shooting phase. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so going into the first shooting phase, I've got 4 shots here, and then my sergeant here has got 2 shots, so I'm going to have a total of 5 dice. She's going to be the blue dice here, made by Chessex, and we're all shooting into this warg rider right there. Alright, so since they did not move, I'm needing 3 ups to hit. And I've got 3 that hit. Now I need to see if they hit the warg or the rider. So 1, 2, 3 will hit the warg, 4, 5, 6 will hit the rider. So 2 hit the rider, 1 hits the warg. So I'm going to go for the rider first. Your defense 4, so needing 5s here with my bows. And got a 6, so I got the rider there. So the rider will get killed. And then you need to do a courage check for your fell beast, or for your fell warg. And I'll go ahead and roll and see if I just kill it first. Alright, so going to see if I kill the warg. And I did not. Alright, so now he'll roll to see if his warg runs away. 2d6, bud. So his warg stays around. Alright, so this model is just a warg now, so no rider. And those are my shots. Now going to... David moved full movement, so he has no shots with his warg, so we're going into turn 2. Alright guys, rolling for priority 2 here. I got a 5, so it'll go to my priority this time. And we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, so here we are at the end of end of movement for turn 2. My guys moved up right into here underneath this bridge. They just moved up 6 inches again, creating a square there, so that way they could all spear support each other. My archers stayed right here. And then David's wargs moved from here, moved 10 inches to right there. And then his sergeants and leader that was right here went back over here behind this building. And then his other warg riders retreated as well. So now we're going to go into the shooting phase. I've got 4 guys here. They're going to shoot into this warg rider right here. So I've got 5 attacks here. I'm looking for 3s. To wound, or sorry, to hit. So that is only 1. That's kind of sad. So now we'll see if it hits the warg or the rider. Hits the rider. Now we'll see if it wounds. No, it does not wound. All right, so that is all the shots, and we'll go into turn 3. All right, guys, we are started turn 3 for rolling for priority. So I got priority again, won them all so far. So I am going to have my elves, they're going to move a little bit so that way they can get into some better shots here. Alright guys, so I had 2 of my archers, my sergeant Aranway, and one of my bowmen do jump checks. One of them failed and went prone and rolled a 1, did not take damage. These 2 guys up here stayed where they're at. And then my leader, they moved up about 4 inches to right here to get just outside 6 inches of his guys right there. Then David's Mordor wargs ran into the building here, and they're hiding back there right now. And then one of his wargs went back here to hide behind the wall to be able to hopefully charge next turn. So now we're going to go into shooting. I've got 2 guys that did not move, and then I've got 1 that did move that I'll have to roll for it. So here we go into the shooting phase. I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are in the shooting phase. I'm going to start with Aranway, my sergeant archer, and she moved half. She's going to shoot at this orc right here, and it's going to have 2 in the way shots right here for these 2 pillars. So we're first needing a 4 up to hit. Got both that hit. Now for the first in the way. So I have 1 free point of might I can use each turn. I'm going to go ahead and might this up to a 4 to pass through. 1 does not pass through. Now for the second one, see if it goes through or not. It does. Now, what's his defense, David? Is he 5 or 6? 6? Alright, so 3 on a 6 should be a 6. So let's see what we get here. Got a 6, alright, so got 1 guy out.
He's going to roll for fate.
Okay. So he's rolling for fate. He fails his fate. Does he have 2 might to might it up or no?
He only has 1 might.
Okay, so he's out. Alright, so I took a sergeant out. Alright, so, and this guy, I don't think can see anyone now.
He's so sad.
Probably not. So, no more shots going into next turn 4. Here we go. Alright guys, here we go. Priority turn 5. I got 2. All right, David gets priority here. Going to David. And we'll be right back after movement. All right, guys, at the start of turn 5, David won priority, and he had his wargs move up here into my cavalry, and then these are wargs right here. They charged into my leader and my sergeant right here, and his other cavalry came around here and charged into the side of this guy over here. Then his magician, shaman, moved up from the corner here. Tried to channel his immobilize and failed it with a 2 and 3, unfortunately. And then his guy moved up here for the rest of his movement, and then these other guys moved up from around the wall as well. So then my movement, my archers here stayed right there so they could shoot, and then these guys moved half trying to get shots into this guy back here in the back. All right, so here we go into turn 5 shooting. All right, guys, here are back with shooting. My sergeant, Amarie, and my other archer both moved half, and they're going to shoot into this black orc right here. My sergeant's going to have 1 in the way, and then my other archer's going to have 2 in the ways from this wall and this wall. So we're going to roll for shots here, looking for 4s. 2 went through. And I'm going to roll for the regular archer's other, well, I guess both of theirs in the ways. So 1 goes through, 1 hits the wall. Now for my sergeant, see if she hits. He's defense 5. Yeah. So 5. So 3 on a 5, needing a 5 here. And got a 2, not quite enough. All right, so now we're going to go into combat. We'll be right back. Or I'm sorry. Forgot about that. I've got these 2 archers up here to shoot. So they're going to shoot. They did not move. And they're going to have straight shots onto that guy over there. So looking for 3s here to see if they hit. 1 hits. Would you say they have in the ways, David, from there to there? No? All right. So looking for a 5 here. And did not get it. All right, so no shots, no damage. We'll be right back with combat. All right, guys, so we're going to start with the first combat with his warg on my horse, cavalry rider. So it's going to be 1-on-1. So I got a 6. I'm going to win that automatically with a fight 5 from my elf. Now I'm going to try and wound his rider. My guy is strength 3. His defense is it 5?
4.
4? All right, so looking for a 5 here. Did not get it. All right, so next combat.
Let's do
this guy on these 2.
it's supposed to be.
Because wasn't it these 2 on this guy?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
All right, so we're going to do the leader, my leader, and one of my palace guards against one of his warg riders. So I'm going to have a total of 3 dice because of my hero. He's got an extra attack dice. So here we go. He charged me, so he gets 2. And I got a 6, so I will automatically win with fight 5.
You have.
What's that? Yeah, Elves at fight 5 is stupid. Yeah. So he's defense 4. My elf leader is strength 3, and then the palace guard behind him is also strength 3, so needing 5s here. I'm going to go for the rider. All right, so I got a 6, which will wound the rider. Now he'll roll for the ward. See if he 2d6, buddy. For courage. So he fails his courage check, and the warg will run away.
Okay. The rider's going to roll for fate. Actually, that's why I was rolling for first. But he fails.
Okay. All right. So the warg rider, which was a hero, failed his fate, and then the warg rider failed his courage check. So the leader, my leader, got 2 wounds there, and now we'll go to the last one here. So it's my sergeant and 1 spearman against his 2 wargs. So it'll be my 3 attack dice with my sergeant's got 2 attacks against his 4 attack dice. All right, guys, so we're back. So we're going to do this battle with his 2 wargs who charged me. So they'll get 4 dice against my sergeant. right there, and then the spear support that's right behind him. So I'll have 3 dice. With my leader, or my sergeant, he's got +1 attack. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so I've got 1 reroll I can do with my leader. Actually, that was a 3. It's not going to matter. But I'll reroll this one. See if I can get a 6, otherwise my guys will be moving back. It's a 2, alright, so you beat me there. My guys are, the guys that are in combat are knocked prone, so you'll get double strikes on this guy. On my sergeant. Alright, so. Alright guys, so he beat me on the fight, so he's looking for 6s here to wound my sergeant. And 1 6 so far. I'll go ahead and roll the fate for him. I got a 5, so I passed my fate at the first set. And nothing on that one. So was that all 8 dice?
No, it was an 8.
Okay. And 2 4s. Alright, so my sergeant survives, but he did lose 1 point of fate. And that will conclude the battles for turn 5, going into turn 6. Alright guys, here we are going into turn 6. Going with priority. Got a 2, David got a 3, so he'll have priority again, and we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, we're back after movement. David took his Warg Rider here and charged back into my cavalry. Then his shaman and one of his orc guys charged into my leader. Then this Warg Rider charged into my downed sergeant right here, who's prone right now. And then his other Warg Rider came in from behind onto my spear support. Then my archers here, since they didn't have any shots, since everything's in combat, they moved up 6 inches. And then my 2 archers that were up here did jump tests. This one got a 3 and just jumped straight down. This one got a 6 and then moved, jumped 3 inches and then moved 3 inches. So now we'll be right back going into combat. Alright, so here you are back at combat. We're going to start again with this one, one-on-one. So I got a 6. I win that one automatically. Looking for a 5 here, going on the rider. Did not get a 5. You just want to go to the next one? Yep. Alright, so it'll be his shaman and his axeman on my leader and my spear support. So I'll have 3 dice again. Alright, so I got a 5 so far. I can might that up. And I got one free reroll, so I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll do the reroll with my banner. Got a 6. Alright, so don't have to spend the might, so that's good. So your guys will move back, and I'm going to try and wound the shaman here. So what's the shaman? Is he defense 5 or 6? 5? Okay. So 3 on 5 and then a 4 on a 5 are 5s here. I'm going to have the gold dice be the leader and the blue dice be the regular guy. And I got 2 5s, so that'll be enough to do 2 wounds on the shaman. Dave will roll for his fate.
Pass 1?
Pass 1, fails 1. So he'll still take 1 wound. Alright guys, so my leader got a 5, and then my archer, or my spear support here, got a 5 on his shaman and killed his shaman. He got 1. He had 2 fate, and 1 passed, 1 fell, so 1 wound still went in to kill him. Now he's going to have his warg and another guy that is right there are going to go into my prone sergeant, and my sergeant's got a glaive, so he's going to shield here. So I got a 6, so I will automatically win that with fight 5. And then we've got one last one here. So he's got his Warg Rider charged into my spear support. So he'll have his 2 dice against my 1. Alright, here we go. I got a 2 so far. You got a 6. Alright, let's see if my banner can get a 6. Otherwise, my guy might be in trouble here. All right, so my guy got beat in the fight, so he's going to move back just an inch, and then my guy will be prone, and he'll have double strikes on him. So that is my regular. What's his name? So 5. They're strength 3, right?
Yep.
Palace Guard is defense 6, so you need a 6.
Of course.
All right, so he got a 5 here, so not quite enough to wound him. But my guy is prone, so if he wins priority next turn, you can charge him again, and my guy will only be able to shield. All right, so that's the end of turn 6, going into the turn 7. All right, guys, so I was mistaken about that. My Palace Guard was actually, that was right here, that he charged was actually defense 5, not 6. So his 5 that he rolled did defeat my defense 5. So he got a kill in there on my Palace Guard. So now we're going to go into turn 7 and rolling for priority. All right, so I got a 6, so I'll automatically win that. And we'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, so David called a heroic move with his leader, and I countered with my sergeant that's prone. So I'm going to roll here. On a 1, 2, 3 it'll go to David, and on a 4, 5, 6 it'll go to me. Alright, so it goes to 3, that goes to David, so I'll be right back after movement. Alright guys, so after David's heroic move, his leader, which is right there, moved into my prone sergeant. His Warg Rider moved into my prone sergeant. Then his Warg charged into my cavalry again. This Axeman and his Warg charged into my leader and the spear support. Then my 2 archers that were back here moved up 6 inches into the Warg Rider here. And then my archers, they moved up 6 inches to right here. So we'll be right back with combat. All right, guys, so we're going to start with his leader and his ghostly Warg Rider here running into my prone sergeant. You can reroll that one, yeah. All right, so 4 high so far. I'm shielding here since I'm prone. And I got a 5 here, so I will be able to beat him on fight and be able to heroically push back again, surprisingly. Alright, where would you like to go next, David?
Seems good. Let's go right here.
Okay, so we're going to do 1-on-1. So I got a 1. I'll do a banner reroll. Alright, I got a 6. So I'll automatically win that one again. I've gotten really lucky with this one cavalry winning the fight. I'm going to try on the rider again, so needing a 5. Did not get it. Alright, and then I guess it'd be this guy against these 2. Alright, so my leader and one regular guy against his one guy with the axe. So I got a 4. Remember, you've got your banner, so you can reroll once per turn. Nope.
Never mind. You get a double one.
Oh, that's right. Your guy died. Okay. So I'll win that. And he's what, defense 5 or 4?
30 mana.
4? Okay. So 3 on a 4. We'll need, so my leader's dice with the gold here will need 5s. The guy behind him, who's a hero who got +1 strength, who's strength 4, will need a 4 to wound here. So I got a 5, so that'll do it. So my leader got 1 more wound, 1 more kill, and then we'll go with the last one here with his Warg Rider against my hero and my other archer. So Amari has 2 attacks, and then my regular archer's got 1. And he charged me, so he'll still get the charge bonus, so you'll still get 2 dice. Alright. So I got a 6 there, so I'll win the fight. I'm going to go for the rider here, so needing 5s. And got no 5s, so no damage there. Alright, we'll be back after next roll for priority. Alright guys, here we are beginning at turn 8, rolling for priority. So I got a 2 again, he got a 3. It's happened 3 times this game. Alright, so he'll get to choose for movement, and we'll be right back at the end of movement. Alright guys, so at turn 8, David won priority again, and he had his Warg Rider charge into my cavalry, I think for like the 5th or 6th time. His Warg Rider Orc here charged into my captain, then his leader charged into my sergeant Amarie and my bowman. My 2 bowmen moved in. This one wasn't quite into range, just moved right out of range, but is able to get him trapped now because he can't get out if I win the fight. This archer moved in, and then his Warg Rider came in onto my prone guy and onto my spear support. So we'll be right back at combat. Alright guys, so we're going to try again, see if David has any better luck here. This Warg Rider on the cavalry, be one-on-one. Alright, so I got a 5, so I'll beat him again. Needing a 5 here to wound. Did not get it. Alright. Surprise, surprise. Alright, so we're going to have the Warg Rider go into the captain here. My captain's got 2 attack dice, so it'll be 2 on 2. He got a 6 here, alright, gonna need a 6 here to beat him. Got a 6, surprisingly, alright. So I'll beat the Warg Rider. Now I need a 5 to be able to wound. And got a 6, so 6 on the Warg Rider, so he'll roll for courage on his Warg. Needing an 8 here. And got a 4, did not pass it, so his Warg Rider will run away. Alright, but where would you like to go next? You got this one, and you got that one.
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
2 on 1.
Okay. So my guy's going to shield here. I'll have 2 dice, and I'll have 1 that can strike, which will be the blue dice. Alright, so 5 high. I got a 3 so far. I'll reroll 1 with the banner, see if I win the fight. And I got a 5. Alright, so I'll beat him there. My shield guy cannot wound, but the guy that with the spear can. So I'm going to try and get a 5 on the rider. And did not get it, so his guy will just go back. And then we'll do the last one here. This is the big one. This is with the leader against my sergeant, a bowman, and then this bowman right here. So it'll be 4 dice against his 1, I think. None of my guys have might, so they're just going to roll with gold dice. Alright, here we go. Got a 3. I got a 3, but my 3 will beat his 3 because of the fight. Fight 5. Alright.
You been on your rangers?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check real quick for you. Alright, so I've got 4 dice here. His model's trapped, so I'm looking for, he's defense 6, right? 6? So needing 6s here to be able to wound.
Defense 5.
Defense 5? Okay. So 3 on 5 will be 5. Needing 5 here. So I got 3 5s there. So that should be enough to take him out of commission.
21. Put him on manifested morphs.
Yeah.
But not a creature to deal with loss. Sure.
Alright, and that'll be in the combat going into the turn 9. Hey guys, we're back here at the end of Game 4. At that last battle, I was able to get David's forces down to 25%, so that ended the game with my leader, with Celeborn here, was able to, see if I can zoom in on him. Anyway, so my leader here was able to get in 5 kills, so he won the game, and rolling for the experience, he got, my leader got +1 attacks, now he's got 3 attacks. My archer got heroic accuracy, and then my warrior he got blade master, so now he can re-roll 1 die in a dual roll. And then my new hero that I got last game, which was a palace guard who became a hero, who took the path of the adventurer, took the stalk unseen, so now if he's behind some terrain or something, he can't be charged, shot at, or have magical powers cast at him unless they're within 6 inches. So It was a great game, very close with David, and we'll show you an updated map at the end of this video. So stay tuned to next week where we go into, we'll do a battle report next week, and then that following week we will do our next week 3 with our Battle Company League. So everyone, hope you have fun in Middle-earth with your games, and we will see you soon here at the Nashville Middle-earth Strategy Battle Gaming Fellowship. See you soon. Bye.